Sometimes you just got to grab your bag, put all your lenses in it, and just go. Set off from the house, go for a walk when conditions are like this. So collection today, 24 to 105 attached to the camera and also the 100 to 400. Because you never know. Fairly lightweight is all this set up. Literally, bed of coffee on the go. I went for a walk. I'm about 2 miles away from where I live. There's a little woods heading down here. That's where I'm going now. I have been here before, if you look back throughout my videos, but it's always good to have a look when there's a bit of fog added to the scene, because it really does open up other opportunities. I've just spotted this, which is ideal for my 100 to 400, and just sweep you around. In the distance there, the tops of a tree just appearing in front of the branches in the foreground. That will make a nice square. Really faint outline of the tree in the background. Trying to frame it. I'll make use of the tops of the branches of the foreground to frame the lower part of the tree. This is one of those places where you think, oh yes, absolutely. It's bound to be something here. I remember the first time I visited this very woods. But you think about it, when you're in this situation, you look around and think, how on earth am I going to grab a composition from this lot? It really is quite messy in a way. All there is, when you look around you, is just verticals. There's nothing standing out. You know, there's not that tree that stands out, is angular, which takes the eye away from the rest of the vertical trees. There's still mist, but I reckon the best of the mist is going to be at higher ground. So let's do that. Find higher ground. So I've walked up higher ground. There's this little woods here. Looking back, the fog is still there, it's slightly lifting. There's nothing really standing out unless you can see some. Anything? No? Just let me know. See when. Beautiful, serene, calm Sunday morning. Good for the soul. Back to the lone tree where I started. So I've done a full loop and looking around, the conditions not really seem to have changed. I'd say it's lifted slightly. So a good strength to have is the ability to make decisions, to walk away where nothing grabs your eye, because you can spend a lot of time, you know, you're all in awe of the conditions around you. There's bound to be something, there's got to be. I mean, look, there's mist, there's fog, but often there's not. The elements are grouped or positioned in the right place, and that's what happened back then. Beautiful conditions, but it's just time to walk on. Now, I also came out yesterday morning, similar sort of conditions, but the sun was burning through better, and I grabbed a few shots there. But then I just took my 35mm and felt quite limited. Hence the reason why I brought the other two lenses, which gives me a range from 24 up to 400mm, which is all good, and you know, still needs to be something to grab your attention. Pylons. Love them or hate them. I like them because I think they just had that bit of form and structure, quite strong as well. I framed it up square crop, and the lines are just adding to that. But also there's a small flock of birds flew into the scene, so just about to grab the 800th of a second as well. And you've got the sun as well, which is adding some nice ambient light to it. I made sure the sun isn't in the frame because that would just take the eye away from the scene. Now you may recognise some of these routes I'm on today from my photo walk series I did last year with the GR3, and it's although it's similar sort of scenery, but same scenery, same routes, different approach to photography. This time I've got the bag, 2 lenses, big camera, so I'm more selective in a way. It's not as instinctive, yeah. So this time I'm looking at something and assessing it, but at the end of the day, those few extra seconds all count. You know, the seconds where you put your bag down and grab your camera out, decide which lens will work best. Yeah, it's only a matter of seconds. It's a different approach to the photography. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I veered off my normal route actually. So it's fairly new to me, is this. Just spin you around. This has grabbed my attention. I believe they're, well, tractor lines, seeding lines, going across diagonal there. And then you got background this row of trees there. So even distance as well. The mist is still creating that veil. So I'm going to head down there, take this shot, grab this shot, probably get the 100 to 400 out for this one. Got to be conscious of depth of field because there's quite a distance between the foreground and the background. We're actually fine with the 24 to 105. Shooting at f13. I mean, to be honest, the conditions are adding that soft focus anyway. But yeah, what I found with the 100 to 400 is you've got to be careful, aren't you, with the depth of field because it really can make the difference. Oh, grabbing birds. Yeah, story of my life. Sorry, grabbing birds. Taking opportunities really. Flying birds across the sky, believe it or not. Surprise myself sometimes, some stuff I come out with. But yeah, they just add character to that image. Anyway, I think we're fine with the, well, we are fine with the 24 to 105 on this shot I've just been talking about. It's getting busier, but we're fine. What I found with the 100 to 400 is you've got to be really careful because depth of field at those focal lengths really can throw it out of focus where you want some sharpness in the scene. But this seems to be working fine. So when the conditions are like this, i.e. you've got mist, fog, but it's not pea soup as it were, where it's more in the distance. Longer focal lenses are optimum for this type of photography. Distant stuff, like, just caught my eyes this. You can see it. You got pylons, Mrs. isn't going to be happy. Don't bring back a lot of mud. She didn't really say that, but I'm sure she's going to say something when I get home. And that's it. And a nice little Sunday morning session. It's good when you're not under any pressure. I'm not under any contract to deliver a certain number of photographs. It's just getting out there, grabbing your bag. I've had a few comments lately about I inspire people because they're lacking a bit of motivation. What have you got to lose? Get out, grab your camera, grab your lenses, I'm going to say grab what you want. Grab what you want and enjoy yourself. You've nothing to lose. And a full photograph today, that's all. Until next time, bye bye for now.